Protoje. Hear me as a Protoje. Me get the call, man. Me get the call. Me know me don't get the call.
You see, if a man like the same song, but 354, if a man like Protoje did sing that song there, it wouldn't have the same impact as what Yaksta have sing it and say.
Anybody send it to your shirt, you just give them a big scare mama. We not fall for no agenda again.
The man tell you say my dread from day one. Yeah? And then purport it is a part of them lifestyle, is a part of them brand. And
why someone so invested about Foota and the Marleys? When Foota and the Marleys them link, is a king a link.
But a man not understand. A man can say the same thing. A man can say Capleton now burn the fire again. Sizzler now burn the fire like when used to burn it. Or whatever. The truth is, I don't believe that Capleton views have changed. I don't believe that Sizzler views have changed. The man them world just get bigger.
So another blow to the poorer class of Jamaicans, my people. As a matter of fact, to Jamaica and a whole, as would I get to understand that in several years from now, the price of flour will go up on the island, my people. According to what is being said here, effective May 18, consumers will pay more for flour and select bakery mixes from Jamaica Flour Mill Limited. You see it, and that is what the company has announced. You get to me, I say, and they are stating that, you know, it's in a response to the global market conditions, my people. You don't know, it crazy out there in the world and a bag of things are going. So you don't know how the thing go. Them say the prices are they raise. And you know, say when the prices them raise, whatever have to deal with flour are going to raise as well, my people. You get to me, I say, so expect many stuff where in the shops them for raise as well. Boy, it really set away, my people. But anyway, we're have to survive. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and also click the notification bell. We don't know the style, we don't know how we do it around here. Make somebody with a long time tell you. You see it, if you don't feel like that, cap. And watch what I go on now. But that's where, as it relates to that antivirus thing, as we say, you know, is that something where me look pan and I keep a keen eye pan. As we say, come like say, you know, me can't go around the fact that we see them style already. Some people are saying misinformation and we are talk foolishness, but this just coming like it forward out a particular playbook. You know, we see where they are now announcing that dozens of passengers from that vessel, that that cruise ship, rather, where the persons that was infected died, and you know, them would have left the vessels and land in a portion of different countries, my people. So, you know, say a trouble there, so you soon hear all sort of madness based on my prediction, my people. And of course, we have reactions from the likes of DJ Kentucky. You don't know, DJ Kentucky is a strong advocate against these things. And if you don't want to forget DJ Kentucky cross, you know, mention anything like this to him, because I don't know him would have viewed it as part of an incoming agenda, my people. Take a listen at what DJ Kentucky has said.
Yeah, remember me I telling you this from 5 years ago, 2021, me telling you. They must come with another COVID like agenda. I say anytime they reach a Jamaica, because they will reach a Jamaica. Jamaica is the biggest scapegoat and definition to this world. I say anytime they reach out with this fake boat argument and people depend with virus, read my lips. Anybody send it to your shirt, you just give them a big scare mama. We not fall for no agenda again. It's simple. So don't make the little blood clot clown them in a Jamaica feel like they can repeat the same thing they did before. I will take it lightly. Then the little Christian them and the little one they will fall for this notion, run with it. As in utter them out about Jamaican virus and this fake boat and people on ship. Suck them up to. Tell them to use the Chinese boat, go meet them out at sea and cure them. You know one big old Chinese boat to the sea to drive on them. Tell them to use it. Because them digitalization and technology feel like we don't know one out of.
So yeah, my people, that is the likes of DJ Kentucky, and as me say, them things I get DJ Kentucky cross if you know about how DJ Kentucky deal with them content on the internet, you know. The people them where they a long time and they have to explain nothing to them. You get them, I say them would clearly understand why DJ Kentucky in a such rage because them know DJ Kentucky style. But nonetheless, my people, a bag of things are going around that whole thing. As I said, would I see over in a Switzerland, you know, them did have some incidents, and even in the Netherlands, we see where them take off people for treatment. And one bag of something go on, it crazy out here, my people. So we are watching what go on set speed. I get to me, I say, and not only that, we are also see where the likes of global streamer, YouTube streamer, you know, TikTok and all of the other platforms them. You know, we are talking about the likes of Show Speed. We see him on him Caribbean tour, and we see where he landed in Jamaica just a few moments before I was doing this particular blog, my people. I get to me and say, so we expect some whole heap of excitement because whole heap of youths them, you know, I wait to see him in the, you know, the place and so forth. You don't know, we kind of a bit older, so probably we need to subscribe to them thing there with much enthusiasm. But big up the youth still him young and I do it, and we're glad to see that. We're not going to do like that girl there when you Zoe we come and attack this bag of nonsense. We make the whole Caribbean a beat her to sleepness and I make sure understand ourselves, my people. But nonetheless, you know, I show speed in a Jamaica, not sure what are your thoughts and your views. And also, this whole argument around the whole Rasta thing ongoing, we even see where the likes of Tripple had some things to say. But before we get to that, we that's where the likes of Foota hype is establishing clearly to the ones them that when it comes down to the Marleys them, you know, not because him you know, one, the likes of Junagang Marley about the Protoje Association and what it might do to the Marley brand, my people. You know, you don't know once and once that have the Marley brand as royalty and so forth. And they are stating that, you know, the likes of Protoje, them not think it's a good association. You know, ones like Foota hype, he's stating that with all of that being said and so forth, him still good with the Marleys them. So once and once we wonder if violation go on, we stop worry themselves and come out a Foota Marley business. Check it out.
Boom. Foota hype, Straight Nation General, checking in, POV, the point of view, public service announcement. We have a question. Why some man so worried about Foota hype and the Marleys them? You understand? The Marleys them and Foota hype are family. Why some man so invested about Foota and the Marleys? When Foota and the Marleys them link, is a king a link with some kings. A king and kings. Some man for worry about freedom system where a slave master and slave, where them can't voice them opinion, else them get disrespect or licking a face or dead for hungry. It's not the same thing with me. Me can voice my opinion as a king. In general, them a king, and them know is a king attack. You understand? Our family ties based on love and respect. You understand what I say? Me have my own man. The Marleys, them are them own people. Me can't have my opinion, them can't have them opinion. Why some man worried about that? Low people business, man. But see if your slave master have nothing for you to do, man. So be the dog, them or wash the plate or something, man.
Yeah, people, I want thing, you know, the one Foota not easy, you know, people, is a bossy brother, you know. You see it, as a matter of fact, the man named Foota hype, so you know, say, I hype the G I deal with. You get me and say, yeah, man, so Foota say, yo, don't worry on yourself. Him good with the Marleys, them. You don't know truth of a talk, and him just attack. Truth. You get me and say, my people. But at the end of the day, as I say, that's where the likes of Light Leng actually double down on this whole Rasta thing and is establishing and highlighting to the ones them say, hey, listen me. You know, when it comes on to this whole Rasta versus Dread thing, it's a simple thing. You get me and say, yeah, man, based on my understanding of what he said, it will just take a few seconds to explain the difference. And it's outlining that when it comes on to the likes of Protoje, you know, him would have seen him as a dread and stated that Protoje said he was a dread in his music, my people. Check a listen at this.
Say if I'm to hold my head, I gotta be dread. So I gotta be dread. The man tell you say I'm dread from day one. Yeah? And then purport it is a part of them lifestyle, is a part of them brand, and Rastafari and Afrocentrism and Pan-Africanism is a reference, a lyrical reference for them, but nobody over there they tell us them was Rasta. So stop put pressure upon them, stop put the pressure them upon the coffee and the Lila Ike them and none of them never tell you say them a Rasta.
Say I'm a beautiful people. You don't know how the thing go. That is something that me even outline to the fans and myself as well. Say, you know, Protoje had that song where myself, his mommy said from he was a little youth and she hold him in. He was going to be dread, my people. But nonetheless, while Mr. Lenk would have said that, my people, I understand why the people would have an issue with the ones them, because they would have used Rastafari image and likeness, my people, and portray themselves as Rastafari. As a matter of fact, the likes of Chronix would have said, yo, him more than a natty dread, him more than that, he's a Rastaman, and that's a fact. And you know, he said that when he was performing with Coffee, and if you don't think me a cap, take a listen at this.
Well, I am more than a natty dread, and more than that, I am a Rastaman, and that's a fact. And all who come.
So yeah, my people, so with Chronix outlining and making them reference there when him deal with the music, people have the right to hold him at Rastafari standards. To me, when it comes down to Rasta and Dread, how would that kind of look on Dread business, my people? It's like, you know, a man go to church, but him not really baptized, but him follow up church, him go to church every Sunday. But when it comes down to Rastafari business, my people, when I look on it from a church angle, it's like a man who would have baptized and so forth. So you expect him to follow a particular tradition and all of that, and if it's true away in and not where the church or support. So I see him thing with Rasta and so forth. But more see Triple X with reasoning, and I am not sure if them not understand what is really the problem here, my people, are them purposefully deflect my people. But I see him compare like Protoje and Chronix and Yaksta them and you know Sizzla and all of them ones there with fire and how them burn the fire and all of that. Want to take a listen at it, and at the end I play enough so I get a full context of what Triple X is saying. I will give me thoughts when me done, because at the end of the day, I do not know what is going on and what is so difficult about this argument, my people. But I want to take a listen at what Triple X is saying as it relates to this, and me will tell you know what I think. Check it out.
Let me talk about, say, the Uptown Rasta them versus the regular Rasta them. For those who don't know, the Uptown Rasta them are like Protoje and Chronix them and them and the Kabak, them and the Uptown Rasta them. That are who the society label as the Uptown Rasta them. You understand? And it's just a common term. I mean, I don't think Ganja understood the term or understand it, because I'm not really in a dancer like that, so I'm not really know. So that is what them call them, and like me kind the phrase or pint pan them and say them a Uptown. I just so dancer look pan them and reggae look pan them as the Uptown Rasta them. You understand? And you have the other rest of Rasta them. You know, the fire clan, Capleton, Sizzla and them man. They have the next other Rasta them. It look like Yaksta join the fire clan now. You understand? And when we did talk about Keznandi, like them I said there's a friction between Keznandi and them. I never even know that there was a real friction. I know I said some little non-seen eye-to-eye thing there. And we that talk about the burning of the fire. And the man I say about, oh, them man then burn fire, and why them man then burn fire. I say the way how a man like Yaksta I got talk some things. You understand? Alright. Gary 100 DJ. Chronix come from Spanish Town. But you don't understand. Them call him the Uptown Rasta, one of the Uptown, because him par with Protoje them and them Monday. So the circles with them parring and the label with them signed to, and for them like a click are the man them from the upper echelons of society. You understand? Zine are some man with lighter hued or go university and them things. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't saw Jamaican stay. Jamaican, yes, them based on your assimilation, based on how you talk and them things, them group you. I don't saw you go. If they don't burn fire, them not valid Rasta. Alright. So the people them we are gonna say, cause them look on them as fire burning Rasta. Them look on man like Chronix and Protoje and them man they as fire burning Rasta. And them a say, oh Ray, and I was reminding them, I'm just say, bro, the reason why they do look upon them as fire burning Rasta is because of how them talk, how them articulate themselves. That is why they don't look at them as that. You understand? Man like Yaksta, we are gonna say, Born Saddamism, man no fi shaky. Well, like when him say that and it come from the bellows of him soul and him ball out that and thing. Or him say it aggressive and rough. The man them where them quote unquote classify as Uptown Rasta. If them did say the same thing, the delivery would not be the same. Even though you're saying the same exact words, the delivery is not the same because that is not the cadence or how them speak. Like the melody in how them speak or how them talk, I just not saw it come off. You understand me I say? I just not saw it come off. Zin? But if we're supposed to look pan a real talk, I mean, I have to remind the man them during the podcast, say, all of them man here, I fire them bun as Rasta and boss. All of them man here, Chronix, I fire the man bun and boss. The song where boss Chronix the right way, them a talk about boss. Boss what? Left some of them in a bus. How the man say, all when we are the only man with pants my waist, we never allow nobody. We not man that bun out certain lifestyle. That's what the man did I do. And that bust the man. Problem is, you try to get your point across and you want people to hear. That's one of the point them. You understand? I mean, I tell you, apart, at the ADHD, brother. You understand? When I set and stop on one thing, I have to force it out. That's why I say most time when I on live, I don't add nobody, you know. Because I know say it might come off as argumentative and people always misconstrue what I say as me trying to cow them down or bullying them. But I just say go. You understand? I have to just accept it. Everybody now gonna accept who you are and everybody now say eye to eye with you. And as me say, it trending now to beat me. So everybody a jump on a trend you know. But trends will go and trends will pass. I just one of them things you can't really make them think they bother you. You understand? You have to just allow people for just express themselves how they want to express themselves and see things how them decide say them are going to see things. You understand? You can't take offense to it. You have to just allow people to talk. If you have a comment, you comment and them sitting there. Some people feel like say when them comment, nobody not supposed to say but nothing. Now once you comment back to them, them feel like I trace them. Is Damian Marley not a fire rasta? Them man they sing song about it hard. Damian Marley is a Marley. Them man in the fire faction. I guess Rasta is like, it's like how we have Avatar, where you have the fire nation, you have the earth nation, you have the water nation, and then you have the wind nation. The fire nation would be like Sizzler them. Sizzler them in the fire nation. Sizzler Capleton, man like sitting there. Zane, man like remember again. Man like Iwan, them man there in the fire nation. Zane, man like Yaksta. Would I be like from the earth nation, but him a transition over in a fire nation now. You understand? Man like Protoje them man they would have be more like the wind nation. You understand? Wind nation them man they come from. Cause them man they just blow over everything. You understand? Them man they just free flowing. You understand me I say? Zine, turbulence would have be like from the earth nation where them man they grounded in a Rastafarianism, but them man they no problematic. You understand? Even though cause the truth of the matter, every Rasta bonfire, you know. But on every Rasta lean into fire burning as for them way of life. You have some Rasta where one would be like a man like Beanie Man would have be in the water nation a Rasta then. You understand? Even in the water nation of Rastafari. Zine, them man they more malleable, them man they more whatever settings you put in him take the shape of that settings where you put him in. So if you put him in a dancehall, him can fit into dancehall. Soca, he can fit into soca. Calypso, him can fit into calypso. If you put him for bonfire, him can bonfire. Him does diverse in a all like something. You understand? Or Chronix there. Chronix so that they in a wind nation. You understand? Me feel like Chronix are in a wind nation way more mainstream. You understand? As Rasta. That's my perception, you know. You understand? And this is my analogy when I use. It not have to go to phone or not have to see it, you know. As my way. You understand? But as me say, the truth of the matter is everybody's delivery is not gonna be the same. When I said to Ganja class, brother, looking at the camera and cuss about it, I was not trying to demean him for being an Uptown person. I was just giving him an example to show him that, brother, the way how you cuss bad word and the way how me cuss bad word is two total different. The way a man from St. Elizabeth cuss bad word different. The way a man from St. James cuss bad word different. From St. Mary, everybody talks different. You understand? And there are certain things that people will accept and expect from you and not accept and expect from other persons. So you cannot say the same exact message and people are hesitant to take a message from you because they don't expect that message from you. And even if them accept the message from you, Zane, even them accept the message there from you, it now go come with the urgency as we are next man, I go say it with. You see, if a man like the same song about 354, if a man like Protoje did sing that song there, it wouldn't have the same impact as what Yaksta have sing it and say. Even though Yaksta reinvent himself. If a man like Sizzler did sing 354, it would have the similar impact as what Yaksta say. If a man like Capleton sing it, it would have a similar impact because that is the vigor in which they deliver their songs is then people expect that from them. You understand that people more accepting or expect fire for a bun from that side there. Protoje sing song with bun fire too, you know. Right, true, you know. When Protoje sing where's song name again? You can ask anybody with them, get them starting. Alright, the man a bun fire straight, another song there. But the man now burn it raw. The man now say, the man could have said them dirty Uptown people, them are wicked. Stop watch them no better than Uno because I be a drugs money, I be a thief, them thief, and get them riches. Don't make them feel like say, them are criminal. That is what the man basically are saying another song. But the man not say it raw, so the man use metaphors and all different type of literary devices in how the man do it. The man do it in a more intellectual, more digestible way. You understand me I say? Zine, so see a man I go jump one knock I go say the rest of them weak out. So because the way how the man them deliver, this man I deliver theme one like poetry. You understand like alright. Your son used to go to a festival, JCDC festival in the high school, and you got a speech, you have different category of poetry. You used to have dub poetry, that's how most Jamaican people do. Dub poetry, and you used to have dialects, that dialect, like standard dialect. Zane, Protoje them are like the dialect part where them I use one heap of literary devices and them something there. Forget for them message across of righteousness. You understand? Where a man like Sizzler or Capleton would have come out as dub poetry. You understand? Or a Louis Bennett poem. You understand? Where those direct, it use metaphors and similes, but it use direct. Where the average person, where the day-to-day person can sit and just grasp it like that. When Protoje them sing, them appeal to, I'm gonna want to say it that way, yeah, to a more diverse market. You understand? And it's not about sugar coating. So when I talk about sugar coating, it's not about sugar coating. So if make us say a man a Rasta and him born in France, black man born in France and him speak French, and him come speak, come tell about injustice in a French, but because you do not speak French, and you don't understand what I say, and him attack and a burn fire and a burn out all type of dirtiness, but a French him attack because you don't understand what him say. That means say a sugarcoat him sugarcoat. That means him now burn the right fire because him not talking a patois, raw cha patois where you understand. So because you understand raw cha patois, you feel like that person a burn fire more than the person over here. So we are talking a French. Just because you can understand him. And the same thing right so with Protoje. I think that a lot of persons do not understand the metaphors that a man like Protoje and the literary devices where a man like Protoje would have used in his lyrics. When Bumbleclad Yaksta come and fling the lyrics them for you because him attack in what the language where you understand. Because him attack in a language where you understand, you are gonna say, oh, them a man here about the real fire. It's not a matter same as the real fire. The man attack about the same injustice and thing over here, so. Igneous, me no know how igneous, me I try yo. You see me, I feel I will forever. Me not accept say everybody done. Me not accept it. I will not accept it that everybody is done. Zin, when me say on the podcast say Donald Trump is a genius. Rightfully, me hate Donald Trump with all of my heart, but the truth of the matter, you have to give to Caesar what is Caesar. Because even though him under the sharpest tool in himself, I'm having full moments in about it. So when it comes to misinformation and disinformation and getting people on his side, he is a genius. You understand? Me give the analogy about the man telling 10 lies. And it is how easy it is to tell 10 lies. And how hard it is to refute or dispute even one lie. You understand? Because when they flood the zone, him tell you 10 lie, and then the people might come and say, yo, no, that is a lie. For every lie we him tell, it will take a full explanation for you to explain why it is a lie. By the time you don't explain why the 10 lie them him tell was a lie, him already tell 50 more lie, and the lie them out there. And then people are going to get tired of you talking. Same like how people tired of me talking enough time, and tired of me explaining. People tired of me, and because that person there, does I say the sound bites them and what them want to hear, and I fool them up a lies, them more accept the lie them what people want to say. You understand me I say? And this are the thing, them we are going right you know in the entertainment sphere. People are telling people what them want to hear. What people want to hear is about chopping. Saparlo say, yes, that is the truth. That is the truth. One person lyrics is more palatable. It is more acceptable. It's more socially acceptable. You understand? Because for the man them where they are with that woman, if a woman come to you and say, babes, how this look? If you look on her and she asks, she say, babes, my belly look big in that dress here. If her belly look big in that dress, you can say, you could say, yeah man, your belly look big for sure. Or no, really look big in a babes, it does kind of close around the tummy region. Which one of them they would have, you feel like your wife would have been more acceptant of? You telling her straight say, you got big for true in the dress, you got look big in the dress, or me say, you know, say it kind of tight in the tummy region for true. Which one of them you feel like should have accept more? You telling her say I got big, or you telling her say the dress tight around her tummy? Are the same thing me I tell her now. Are the same exact thing me I tell her now. But how me deliver it, how me deliver the message, the way me deliver the message, one way is more digestible. In a one way, how me push out the message, she will be more inclined to accept what it is that I told her. And she not going to be offended by what it is when I say to her. Because I tell her, say, yes, your tummy look kind of big in the dress. However, me now look on it and say, okay, I got big. Me I say the dress does tight. Round your belly for you. You understand? Zane? So, at the truth, me I tell her now. But me I tell her in a way where it more digestible. At the same thing with a man like Chronix and a man like Protoje and a man something. The truth of the matter is Yaksta was the same type of delivery him did have. Like Protoje and Chronix them. When the man come sing Acres Over Markets and them sang there, where I sing from before, all of them sang they did full of be a metaphor and big word. Him did full of be a metaphor. I have to really and truly deduce why I try to say I really have to try broke down when I say I have to say bumbo clot boy Yaksta lyrical no blood clot, you know. But for the average layman, never see the true potential or never see the true talent in a Yaksta until Yaksta come say, but Saddam is it, man no fish shake it, bumbo clat, only Jesus Christ now go save it. He says the things, the shock factor. The shocking things them are them thing they will all upon the people them. Because everybody does not have the intellectual capacity to break down what Yaksta is saying to them. Yes, so a man understand. A man understand. A man can say the same thing. A man can say Capleton now burn the fire again. Sizzler now burn the fire like when used to burn it. Or whatever. The truth is, I don't believe Capleton views have changed. I don't believe that Sizzler views have changed. The man them world just get bigger. The man them world has gotten bigger. And the man them understand say doing certain things or beating certain people or saying certain things or the way how you deliver certain things to the masses, it is exhausting. And you can say the same way. You can say the same things in a different way, in a more palatable way, and get your point across to more people.
So yeah, my people, that is the likes of Triple X, you know. And as me say, you know, Triple X would have reason out to him a reason out, and him would be comparing the fire and all of that. But me don't know how this seems to be so difficult, or as me say, me don't know if them man are purposefully push a particular narrative when nobody now argue, because I do not think Jamaican is arguing about who about the most fire. You get me I say? Yeah, a lot of people that think that, you know, when it comes on to the reggae movement overall, it has become soft and so forth. But there's a lot of artists out here where, you know, them speak up against certain things, but you're not going to hear them and say, bun this, bun that, and behave a particular way. So, and I like nobody have forced Chronix or Protoje, because nobody is forcing Luciana and Richie Spice and certain other ones for, you know, behave no particular way. Them not forcing Marlies them either. Yeah, however, as me say, I think the problem with the people, not even think, the problem with the people them have with Chronix and Protoje is that they are not clear with them affiliations as it relates to the likes of certain other artists where them think would have meddle in what Babylon are deal with. You know, for example, Coffee and Leela IK people. You get them here, I say? And at the end of the day, as me say, not so much Protoje, because I think the ones that just know and see what Protoje depend. But when it comes down to Chronix, they would have more look on Chronix as a one way, tell himself they're a Rasta, so they want to understand publicly what Chronix are deal with when it comes down to these people in a circle. So I just that the issue. It's not about who about the most fire and so forth. And you know, the fact that the likes of Yaksta them would have forward pan the scene and do the music a particular way. People just miss that energy there. It not have nothing to do with, you know, Chronix them and all of that. You get me? I say it's just the fact that Yaksta burn the fire and Chronix come say what him say. People also say, well, you need to burn the fire while you have the opportunity. So you're not supposed to say no. But I do not think at the quote unquote who are burn the most fire issue the people them have with Chronix and Protoje them, as opposing to Yaksta and Iwin and certain other one me people. I think I just them circle. The people them want to understand where we stand as it relates to these people. And until them clarify them stance, it will always come back to this. You get me I say? So I just say thing. And as me say, I don't understand why the man them are reason everything except the elephant in the room, my people. But anyways, big up on yourself and bless up on yourself. And I'll see what I'll catch in another one. I'm out.